Hello, my name is Lin Liu, Liu Lin in Chinese. I'm a professor of Earth System Science working at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, I was just a 6-year-old boy who just started his primary school. I always wanted to be a mathematician. It is partly realized as now I rely on AI to handle complicated calculations. My research breaks the wall of laboriously checking millions of satellite images for monitoring drastic changes in Earth's polar regions. The world's 3 poles, namely the Arctic, Antarctica, and Tibetan Plateau, have been undergoing faster warming than the global average. Glaciers are melting, sea ice is disappearing, permafrost is thawing. Satellite observations are providing pivotal measurements of these rapid changes in vast, remote, and cold regions, where are otherwise extremely challenging for human beings to visit. Continuous and frequent satellite observations are invariable, but the new problem is that we now have too many of them to inspect one by one by eyes. Taking this glacier, the largest one in Greenland as an example, various space missions have taken more than 2,000 in the past 10 years. There are about 200,000 glaciers in the world. Even though it's not yet comparable to counting how many water drops in oceans or how many grains of sand on beaches, it is still a daunting job to manually check every single glacial image. We turned to artificial intelligence, AI, and developed automated methods for monitoring polar changes in a warming climate. We trained deep learning neural networks to learn features such as front of glaciers, landslides in cold regions formed by permafrost degradation. Our AI-based methods then can automatically process thousands and millions of images taken over large areas such as the Greenland ice sheets and Tibetan Plateau. The use of AI for polar studies is entirely new. Our work proves that AI is capable of generating a set of comprehensive, reliable, and highly detailed records for each glacier we are investigating and identifying permafrost degradation features. We are closely watching melting glaciers, sea ice, frozen ground, as the changes happening in polar regions not only threat the communities, ecosystem, and landscape there, but also affect the global Earth system and human societies, including us in Hong Kong, through rising sea level, shifting atmospheric and ocean circulations, and changing water supplies. Much more data remain to be examined in the large polar areas. There are pressing questions regarding the fate of the beautiful but fragile icy world as the global climate continues to warm at faster and faster rates due to the emission of greenhouse gases. Data-driven science with the tremendous help of AI will lead to new discoveries and improve our fundamental understanding of our sick mother planet, including its frozen parts. My 5-year-old son imagined his dad is using a robot to build a snowman, probably because he watched the movie Frozen too many times. After I explained to him glaciers and sea ice are melting in places used to be very cold, he started to be concerned about his polar bear toys.